Stand by to receive our transmission.
Oh, I should have waited.
Welcome to another edition of Two Guys in a Bottle of
Jägermeister. Jo.
Sierra Nevada.
Captain Morgan. Tequila. Glenlivet. Ruby. Gotcha. Soko. Dos Techies. And Gray. And George Pickle. And don't forget Dick inside.
Or whatever you're having.
What's happening? What's going on, you potheads? Still like that intro, though.
Not bad. Not bad for a throw together, right? Maybe we'll work on something new one of these days. But yeah, not a bad start off for a throw together, if you will.
Yeah. Well, garage in Kimball, Kentucky somewhere. Outer space drive. Yeah.
Exactly.
Not bad. Episode 62, man.
Yep, 10:24 Saturday night. Beautiful 35 degrees out there, I think, and looking cold.
Yeah,
It's-
summer.
it's-
Dog days of summer are gone.
It was a beautiful Friday at 70 degrees till it started raining, but I think that's going to be one of the ends of those. I don't think we'll see many more of those after this.
Yeah, we got way too many alert warnings and stuff that come over, and possible tornadoes and all this and stuff. And it just rained.
I know. Yeah, there's tons of notifications of all the potential and the wind warnings and the possible tornado watches and blah blah. Yeah.
I brought in my garbage can. I brought in the chairs from the outside patio. I did, and I stood out there for 10 minutes, and it was like,
Well, you're not supposed to do that.
this is it.
You're supposed to put them out there where they can be like lined up to as weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So when the winds come in, you fire them at your neighbor's house.
Yeah, I just didn't want one of my chairs going through my pool, so I was.
Well, that's
I said no, that's got to go.
probably should pass on that.
Yeah. No, I got everything in my backyard got done about 2 weeks ago, so we wrapped it up pretty good. There ain't nothing flying around, nothing. But anyway,
Yeah, I'm not quite there yet. I got a little more work to do, so gonna have to start buttoning stuff up quick because I see they're already getting snow in northern Michigan. So
I know, right?
It's on the way. So. And we'll get to that one. I got a couple of those stories, and crimey, what do we got? I mean, we got anything from the worst winners to the latest coronavirus stories to the killer Hornets to the whole Biden fiasco and the Trump-Biden debate, and there's a plethora of stuff. Not to mention the deep dives we've got for you this week. So yes.
we don't even need a dictionary for that.
No,
The big
no,
words.
not at all. That's a pretty common one.
We've been
isn't it?
using some big words lately. Right on.
Follow my dictionary. Well, ever since Merriam-Webster had to rewrite the dictionary, I thought I'd read it again. So,
Did it?
Yeah.
Good read.
give me some interesting reading on the
Can't wait
side.
to use some of those new terminologies. Oh, here we go.
So, how was your week?
My week was kind of dull, kind of just did a lot of painting in my house. Had that little bit of extra time, so got that done. Took me about 3 days. Got the dining room, the hallway, and the spare bedroom all done, which we're doing everything in one color. It's a nice, they call it cowboy hat color, and with some real bright white trim. So it looks-
Cowboy hat. That's
it's
a
like,
new one.
Yeah, it's like a suede. It's like a rustic orange, not orange. Man, I can't even. Yeah, it's like a really tan. Oh, like a sunset color, I guess you could say, or something. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's cool. Looks really great, man.
Okay.
They call it like earth tony or whatever. I don't know, or whatever. But I actually like the color. I come in my house and I feel like, okay, I'm home. It feels comfortable to walk into now.
I'll have to get over there and check it out.
Yeah. 4 years that place has come a long way. So.
Yeah, I know you've done a lot to it since you had it.
For a
So.
little fixer-upper, yeah.
Yep, for sure. Very cool.
Yeah, so I kind of did all that and just kind of been eating some homemade meals and chilling and grilling.
Very nice.
So, yeah. About it. Closed a couple pools. That season's pretty much over.
Yeah.
So, the last minute one,
Well, and the people that haven't done it by now,
Yeah. Yep.
you almost get to the point where you go, yeah, do it yourself. I don't want to go out there and freeze my hands off.
No, when I was doing it down in Bluefield Hills with my dad, I mean, we were working till some of these pools were mid-November. Sticking your hands in that water, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, running back to the van, trying to warm them up with the heater full blast, with the van running for 2 hours because, don't dare shut that thing off.
Yeah, I've always felt stupid, even if I let mine drag into October, because it just it's like you want to do it, but you think you're going to get that one more day that you got to have, and I just learned as soon as Labor Day gets here, just start doing the process of shutting it down
because the water's never going to warm up enough to be. It's never going to be nice enough out to get that water to warm up.
Nope.
It's just going to be too cold. You need a whole week of consecutive days just to even maybe get in on like the third or fourth day, and that's with the solar cover maybe on it, and just beaming down. You might get lucky, but still.
Yeah. Well, you always have the procrastinators. They got to wait till the very end.
Oh, there's a few of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've closed.
How could you be so irresponsible?
Right. Yeah, I've closed 4 pools this week, so yeah. So they're do-it-yourselfers, and then we've had to go back to 2 of them that they tried. They messed up. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we think the one guy actually tried when he closed his pool. I think he punctured his liner. So because we went over there to look at it and we're like, there's nothing wrong except for you're missing 3 feet of water in like the last day, and you closed your pool 2 days ago and you're missing 3 feet of water. So I think he screwed something up. So now we got to go back and reschedule because he wasn't home. So we got to go back and take the cover off.
Oh, good for him.
And then somebody's got to talk about deep dives and stuff. Somebody's got to get in that water and find the leak. So that's going to be extra. You want that done, somebody's going to pay extra for that.
Somebody needs a dry suit to go do that job.
You ain't lying.
That doesn't sound like any fun whatsoever.
No, me and Travis looked at it as like, you getting in there? I'm like, I got pants on, dude. I ain't. No, they're not home. We don't have the okay. I'm not getting in that water.
I don't think so. Pass. Take a pass.
Pass. Yeah. I've been in some cold water, but yeah, this wasn't happening. So that's been my week pretty much, yeah.
Well, on that note, what we should make sure we cover is we remind everybody that next week is the Halloween episode, which we're doing we're going to do that on Friday the 30th.
Yep.
And if everything goes well with this new live stream we're testing out tonight, we're going to try to come at you live. So when you hear this show, make sure you keep an eye on we'll make sure once we know everything for sure, we'll get the link out there. We'll post it on Twitter and Facebook, all the normal spots, and we're going to try to shoot for, I think, probably 7 o'clock on Friday? Is that
I think so.
Friday the 30th? So yeah. Hopefully we'll be coming at you live for the Halloween episode, and we'll see what we can do to bring that to you. But
for sure,
just so you know, I mean, either way, we're putting on a show, but hopefully we'll be out there live for your enjoyment. So we'll make sure we try to let everybody know where it's going to be and where to find it. But yeah, to be seen. So we'll see how this one goes, and we'll go from there. But regardless, make sure you check out episode 63 on Friday the 30th.
Yeah, we got lots of little hidden goodies for you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
A little Halloween prep for you.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, I think it's probably about that time.
Oh, they only been sitting here for a couple minutes.
Well, at least they weren't cold, right?
No, they're definitely not cold now. They're not cold now.
There was a little chill in the space earlier, so I thought I'd fire up the old pig, and holy moly, there's no chill in here anymore.
Not anymore.
I'm ready to go down to my shorts.
Yep. I'm sitting here, man. I got this little fan on me, man. I'm like, we are not going to be cold this winter at all. All right, so what are we doing the shot to? What do you got? You got
Well, I would say let's do a shot to the new YouTube Live if it works for us, and hopefully all goes well, and we'll have a shot to the Halloween episode. How's that?
just to let you know, Wayne, we actually do drink on the show quite a bit, so yeah, now you can see us drink live. So here's to our new little venture, little outlet.
Yes.
Outlet, yeah. So here we go.
Yeah. Very good. Right. Very good.
Down the hatch.
And then from there, where should we go this week? There's so much. There is so much, and I don't know if you heard this. I'll start right off with this because it's kind of gotten really. There's just been so much back and forth about it. But did you hear last week's game when Joe Buck and Troy Aikman were lipping off on a hot mic?
There was something about, I was watching the TV today, and somebody's making a shirt or something. They're calling them something, whatever the Playboy and the Party Boy or something. Something's weird's going on.
Well,
or whatever they're doing.
This was during the Bucks-Packers game, and they've always done flyovers here and there. In this particular game, they chose to do a flyover. They had the Air Force come do a flyover at the game like they do once in a while during the national anthem and all that.
Yep.
Well, apparently, not realizing they were on a hot mic, Troy Aikman and Joe Buck decided to start lipping off about it, and all of a sudden that kind of went viral, and it was getting spun everywhere. But they apparently don't appreciate the flyover. But yeah, listen to this, because this has been kind of the talk of the week in the sports world. Everybody's been giving them a hard time.
It's a lot of jet fuel just to do a little flyover.
That's your hard-earned money and your tax dollars at work.
That stuff ain't happening with Kamala Biden ticket. I'll tell you that right now, partner.
Holy hot mic, Batman.
Yeah.
Oops. Oopsie daisy.
So
No kidding.
So yeah, they've got a lot of hate mail, if you will, and so it's just kind of spun out of control. But that's oops.
Oopsie daisy.
So the moral of the story is make sure you know whether your mic's on or off before you start lipping off.
Or doing a Zoom meeting. You don't want to be caught live on when you think you're...
Yeah, tubing. Yeah, that was...
Yeah, you don't want to... You better make sure the camera's off.
Make sure the camera's off before you start masturbating. That's always a good... it's always a good pointer, too.
Yeah. Oh, well, what am I going to do now? Oh, I guess... Oh, well, look at that. Okay.
His response was, sorry, I didn't know my camera's on. Well, who's going to sit... I don't even want to go there. I don't want to try to question it. I don't want to understand it. I don't even want to go there.
You got busted, dude.
Yeah. And I believe that was, if I remember right, wasn't that like some type of inter-office HR meeting or something like that?
Yeah, there was a whole, supposed to be there doing the whole Zoom meeting, and, Zoom thought he was done, just kind of, first thing that popped up, I guess. Apparently, like, oh, I guess. Well, now he's got to apologize to his wife. He's got to apologize to his kid. It's out there. I mean.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Whoops. Okay. Well.
Always make sure that the little light's not blinking.
Turn your mic.
If the light's on, windows open.
Great.
Kind of the rules of the road when you're in media or broadcasting.
Right.
Check the status of your mic. Check the status of your camera.
Yep. It's a strange world out there.
It's a very strange world.
People, man.
Did you see Canada doesn't want us still? They extended the border closure all the way through the end of November.
Well, I guess they don't want our drugs either, because they just busted some other stuff too, man. They're getting good at it.
They're getting some pretty good busts, but that's and we said it before. I don't understand the guys that are trying to run the stuff right now, because it's just a law of percentages. There's so little traffic that's commuting across those bridges right now.
For sure.
And it just becomes a law of percentages for them to, it's kind of almost easy pickings, and the drug busts have just...
I know, but who's ordering the order? I mean, can't you just grow your own stuff? Or whatever. I mean, I'm talking about the marijuana. Yeah, it's legal in Michigan, but I don't think it's legal in Canada.
It is legal in Canada. It's been legal in Canada for a long time.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. What do you need? Why would you
transport it?
Why would you need to? I don't understand.
It's a pretty fair question.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Not one bit.
No, I'm not getting it either. So it's. And they've had meth busts, and I've seen. Actually, I think they just in the Windsor Detroit. I think that was the tunnel. It could have been the bridge, but at Windsor Detroit crossing, they just had like a record biggest meth bust ever, I believe.
All I'm saying is, maybe get a drone across the river. I don't know. I mean, who cares? Invest in the drone for the money you're going to make off the drug. Just have it drop and just have a guy just waiting there and just drone it over and just drop it and boom and run. I don't think I'd be caught dead on that bridge with anything. I mean, they get you for one pill. I think. Like if you don't have a script for something or whatever, I think it's one pill or something. Whatever. I can't remember what the the number is that you get charged for each pill that doesn't belong to you, or you don't have a script for it, or your name on it, or something like that. It's ridiculous.
Not a game you want to play.
No,
because you're in federal territory. Then that's not like getting popped by your local cops. That's a whole different category of problems.
Yes, it is. So why don't they want us? Or they still don't want us?
Because of the coronavirus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's just the extension of the existing ban that we already have. So, yeah, it's another. They added another month to it. So it's the new date is November 21st before we can even think about crossing the border.
Yeah, we took a trip down there the other day. We just kind of went for a little drive. We were out and about and just checking out all the lights and just seeing what was going on. It was busy down there. I mean, all the people on the parkway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't even pull in and get a thing. I don't know what was going on or why people were out or whatever, but yeah, it was pretty busy down there.
Really?
It is pretty cool down there if you just, take a little stroll once in a while and get out, and just go check underneath the bridge or whatever. But yeah, there's not a lot of traffic on the bridge at all.
No, there's not.
There's nobody coming. I don't even see any Canadian license plates over here like we normally do.
Well, they can't come over here either. Yeah, it's a two-way ban, and I don't know that we've extended ours, but they keep extending theirs. So I would assume it's probably, it's probably
nobody coming and going.
Yeah, it's probably universal. That no back or forth.
Well, I know you got something up your sleeve right there.
Yeah, did you see Did you see the whole reason that they don't want us over there?
Well, this is the first time that I've seen this graph, so.
It's a pretty interesting graph, isn't it?
It is. If you go back and you look and you see, when we shut down and we locked down and the numbers went down and then the graph goes back up and we open everything back up. But yeah, Go ahead.
Yeah, and it's truly the truth. I mean, looking at the graph really says a lot by the cases.
Yeah, it's not lying.
The daily reported cases, because after we went through, and this is Michigan, but after we went through our lockdown and all that, we started off and we were up in the 1400s and 1500s, and at best we were around the 1300, but I think we had a rolling average back then of around 1,000 cases a day, going through March, and then May, and then into June after the lockdowns were pretty much enforced. We got down to the point where we were looking at like 100 to less than 200 cases a day for over a month, and all of a sudden you can see the spike change as soon as everything started to open back up the 4th of July, and they started rolling more stuff up and rolling more stuff up. Well, we just set a record this past week. Actually, 3 different times we've broke the highest case counts ever. With last week we were at 2030 one day and another 2015 the next day. Today was the biggest number. Reported cases, 3,338 cases reported today in Michigan.
Wow.
So
look at that graph. It just gave me a great idea. I think that should be our show pick.
You like that one?
I think that's going to be our show pick right here, because that graph doesn't lie right there.
Show them how proud we are in Michigan.
Yeah, there it is. Yep. Holy moly.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I mean, I knew we were watching the news and stuff. I knew we were getting a little bit more higher and stuff like that, but I didn't realize it was that many, that number.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is, and I guess the scary part is at least we're not seeing like we were back in March and April, where the cases were much higher. The daily deaths, that graph looks a little more respectable, but the same thing. You can see the trend go down, and then through June and July, the trend was real low, and all of a sudden, once again, that's starting to spike back up too. Where we've got, just this past week, 33 deaths, 43 deaths. Today was 35 deaths. So, I mean, that's corresponding kind of, similar, very similar to what we saw on the other side of it. So, I don't know. Time will tell what comes next and what happens.
There's so much with this, people going back and forth with it. Like, I can understand opening stuff back up and
for sure,
in the economy, and I mean, it's a double-edged sword, and I know we talked about it quite a bit, but it's like it's out there, it's a thing, it's real, it's happening, it's not. Doesn't look like it's going away.
It does not look like it's going away. I don't think I hate to say it's the new norm, but it it doesn't seem like it's anything. I mean, short of coming up with a vaccine, I don't know what any other answer is.
What's her name just came out there? They just put it out there. One of the things I think Trump took was approved by the FDA today for as a form of a treatment.
Okay.
Not maybe a vaccine type of thing or whatever, but it's definitely something that they put out. It was either yesterday or today. And
Oh, I didn't see that.
yeah,
I'm not sure.
It's like a vaccine. It's one of the vaccine things that helps with it or whatever.
Okay.
I don't think it's the answer to it.
Well, you have,
Got vitamin D and this other drug or something like that. But the FDA approved something that it'd be okay to do it.
Okay.
And I think they did like a placebo kind of a thing, and the one guy died, but they said he was taking a placebo, so it wasn't actually the.
Oh, so he was on trial, but he took the placebo.
Right.
Okay.
So, but he ended up dying. So there was a little bit of controversy about that, whether it works or it doesn't. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I have to do a little bit more on that because I just heard about it yesterday, and it was just a little bit of something. I think it starts with an A, and I can't remember, but I think it was one of the things that Trump had tried to. So.
Yeah, I hadn't heard anything about that. I just know that they're just basically waiting on the FDA. The final approval from the FDA is kind of where they're at, because I think you've got Johnson & Johnson, AstraZeneca, and Pfizer that are already manufacturing. They're ready to go. They just need their approval. And so.
Yeah, I think there was something.
Asteroid, we might even have to worry about voting in the election, because did you hear the asteroid that could strike the Earth the day before the election?
Yeah, there was something about that.
It's not a very big one, but they are predicting it's the size of a refrigerator, but it's scheduled to hit the Earth the day before. So the Monday before the election shouldn't do any serious damage, unlike the last one that just passed not too long ago. That was a pretty big one.
The alien spaceship one or whatever they call, or something that looks like a giant turd floating through space.
Right.
Or something, yeah. Somebody said something. We got something out there that's going to land on one of these asteroids.
They just did that this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just sent a probe and took a sampling. They landed that probe right on the asteroid and took a sampling off of
They
it.
said 2 feet to a couple inches or something, samples or something, and bring it back.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And boy, that could be interesting. Just imagine where that thing's been. You figure those things, like this one right here is traveling through space at 25,000 miles an hour. And, just the places it's been and the things it's been through. And
Put a camera on that.
Yeah. Right?
You really should.
Yeah.
Start putting cameras on these asteroids, man.
Well, if they can put cameras on murder hornets, why can't they put it on asteroids?
I know. That's pretty wild, man. We were talking about that pre-show.
Yeah.
Man, murder hornets in America. Here we go.
Well, they found the nest in Washington. They just went and vac the murder hornet nest so they can take them and study them and all that good stuff. But
Was that the Joe Biden vacuum?
no, I think this is a different one. Yeah, that was filled with hornets. His is filled with money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Seen something about that earlier.
Yeah.
I just wondered if it was a Joe Biden.
No, I
Sucking all the money.
think they got. Let's see. It says a nest the size of about a basketball that contained an estimated 100 to 200 hornets. But the interesting thing to me that I saw in there was how they found it. They found one of them, and they tied a tracker to this hornet with dental floss.
I heard that. I just read it.
The scary part to me, how big is that tracker?
Well, how big's the track? How big is this thing? How big is this murder hornet?
Well, it's like,
still,
tracker's that small that they can actually tie it onto a hornet. It just kind of makes you wonder where all those trackers are at in the world. And
There's one right there.
yeah, that's kind of my concern.
Right.
Yikes. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
They spit venom.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm reading all this stuff. I'm going, what is going on? What possessed you? What kind of murder hornet? I mean, really? You're going to spit venom and you got what else I read? Like a 6 millimeter stinger on the back of you?
I think I did just see that.
Jeez.
How long was the stinger on it?
Yeah.
6 millimeter long stinger.
Yeah. And they're wearing these protective suits, man.
Oh, there it is right now. The crews wore thick protective suits.
Yeah.
Because the suits prevent the hornet's 6 millimeter long stingers from hurting the workers, who also wore face shields. And no, not because of the coronavirus, but because the trapped hornets can spit a painful venom into their eyes.
Right.
Yikes.
I'm sorry, this is Chinese development. I'm sure. Because they're, where did I see? They said China, Japan, Vietnam, Hong Kong, some other places or whatever. But yeah, that's where they're from. So,
Yeah. They're an Asian hornet.
Yeah, do your math on that one.
Yeah.
You figure it out. But yeah,
I'm not in a hurry to meet them.
No, me neither. I don't want nothing to do with these.
They
things,
can stay over in Washington, as far as I'm concerned.
dude. Unreal. What else you got?
How about the girl from Texas, the teen that just broke the record for the world's longest legs?
Didn't hear anything about it.
No.
No. Well, how old is she?
When she was in elementary school, her doctor predicted she'd grow up to be 6'4".
Okay.
She shot past that in 7th grade. Now she stands 6'10" tall.
Okay.
And the Guinness Book of World Records just entered her into the Book of Records because her legs are, wait for it, it is...
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, longest legs. I don't even see... I think, if I remember right, when I was looking at this, I want to say her legs are 54 inches long.
Okay.
Seriously.
I just seen the picture and I'm like, okay, well,
look at
that's
that.
a little bit.
There's the picture of her.
Yeah, those are some long legs, bro.
Yeah, no kidding.
They don't, like, it's disproportionate with their body.
Well, it is, because the rest of her body's pretty much normal length. But yeah, so you got to figure if she's
I mean,
that tall.
her arms look so small compared to her legs.
I know
man.
it.
It's weird.
I know it.
Okay.
So, that poor girl. Imagine trying to find pants.
Yeah, we're gonna. Mom,
I know.
can you make me a pair of pants again? I grew another inch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
probably
holy moly. Yep, she stands 6'10".
Okay.
Incredible.
Yeah, that picture's just blowing my mind because it's just her arms look so small, like she's got little T-Rex arms.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't even make fun of it.
No, but at least she seems healthy. It doesn't seem like it's creating any adverse effects besides the fact that she can't find pants. But
Well, she looks. When you're looking at that picture, she doesn't look that bad. You know?
no. Those are some long legs for
Those
sure.
are long legs, man. Jeez. All right. You get any money for that when you get in the World Book of Guinness Records, or
I don't know if you do or
do they
not.
give you anything to make it in there? Because my son was a huge fan, and every year they come out with a different one, like the 2007, 2008, 2009. That's what we got him for Christmas because he was just fascinated with all these things. And yeah, it's pretty cool to look up some of that stuff. I remember when you were a kid.
Yeah.
And
I used to enjoy reading that book.
oh yeah, man. Anywhere you can find one, man. Like, guy with the longest fingernails. That was creepy, dude. Watching that. Mm-hmm. He's. I remember there's just some photos you can't forget.
Some stuff in there that was absolutely disgusting, and then some stuff that was in there that was, really, really cool. You went, oh yeah, that's pretty neat. So it's an interesting read. But yeah, there's some stuff in there you just kind of go, I don't think I needed to know that.
Honestly, I think there's one in there. It's the world's biggest booger collection. I honestly think there is one in there. I swear to God, I remember something about it.
I don't doubt it because there's some really weird stuff in there too.
What? You got a booger collection?
Who does that?
Right. And they're like shaped like animals or something too, or something. Like, did you pick those out and they look like a giraffe, or is it like, did you spend some time with this thing and mold them or whatever? I'm just going, no, come on, man.
Uh-oh.
I'm quoting Biden.
He's pulling the Biden.
I'm pulling Biden. It's just like, come on, man.
We still got to get to the Biden stuff. That'll be fun.
I don't even want to say it, but it's right up there with like a scab collection or something. It's
Nice.
It's not right, man. It's not right.
That's probably in there too.
I'm sure, but I don't. I'm not even gonna do a deep dive on that. You're gonna have to. You guys want to know? You guys are gonna have to go check that out. Oh boy. Oh man. I keep looking at this Biden picture that you keep pulling up, man.
Hold on. I paused it. I just wanted to.
Yeah, I keep looking at this Biden and he's smoking a cigarette.
Yeah. Hold on. I just ended the live stream.
Oh, okay.
I was asking Jason if I may be.
She's like, can I move? I'm going, I don't